guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Tiffany. Today's video we're going to do some fun fall themed recipes. I've got a homemade pumpkin spice latte that's really yummy, and then some pumpkin cheesecake swirl muffins. So if you want to see what we're going to make, then please keep watching. Alright guys, so I'm going to start with the pumpkin spice lattes. Now these do take 30 to 45 minutes to make, so I'm going to start them now, and then while that's cooking, we'll get the muffins going. Now this recipe does call for a slow cooker. It is a slow cooker recipe, but I am going to use my Dutch oven. It's the same. It's going to cook slow and low, so this is perfect. Okay, so the first thing is coffee. So I made a traditional drip coffee. I used good old Folgers. I did double the scoops of coffee to make this a little bit stronger. The recipe I'm following does use Pike's Place by Starbucks, but you use whatever you have. I've got my coffee. We're going to do 7 cups of hot coffee. Next up is a cup of canned pumpkin puree. So here's the canned pumpkin puree. I got mine from Kroger. Next up is 1.5 cups of half and half or heavy cream. I'm using half and half. Next we need 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. And 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then 7 tablespoons of sugar. Now I'm going to use cane sugar. The recipe calls for white, but you use what you like. I'm not going to put 7, I'm going to put 5 and then taste to see. I don't want it to be too sweet. Now we're going to transfer this over to the stove. We're going to stir it together and heat it up. Okay, now I'm going to stir it together. Turn the heat on medium-low. Try to get as many lumps out of that pumpkin puree as possible, or else your latte is going to be a little lumpy. Smells good. Now we're going to cover it and let it simmer for 30 to 45 minutes. Low and slow is the way to go with this. So we've got the pumpkin spice lattes over there simmering. While they're doing that, we're going to go ahead and start the muffins. Now I already preheated my oven to 350, so we can get started with the mixture. Now please don't mind my muffin tin. This is old. I've used it forever and ever, but this is real life. This is what I have. It is clean, but we are going to go ahead and line it with liners. Got these really cute liners from Walmart, very fall themed. I love the plaid and then the leaves, very cute. Now I'm going to start putting the liners in. Okay, now I'm going to spray down my liners with a little bit of olive oil. I wish I had coconut oil, but this is all I have, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's just to prevent the muffins from sticking even further. Okay, now that's done, we're going to set it aside. Alright, got my good old KitchenAid mixer. We're going to go ahead and mix together the wet ingredients, then we'll add the dry. Okay, first thing, 3/4 cup of pumpkin puree. Next, 2 eggs. 1/3 cup of sugar. Now again, I'm using cane sugar instead of white. You use what you have. And last but not least, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. I'm going to stick this in the KitchenAid and mix it up. One and 1/2 cups all-purpose flour. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. 1/2 teaspoon of ground sea salt, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves, 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, and a dash of nutmeg. Okay, now it calls for me to fold it in with a rubber spatula, so that's what I'm going to do. We've got it all mixed up. Now we're going to set it aside. Now we're going to get started on the cream cheese mixture that's going to go on top. 8-ounce block of softened cream cheese, any brand of choice. I prefer Philadelphia because it's the best. So I got my cream cheese. Now we're going to take 1/2 of an egg. So just use a whole egg and then mix it together and only use 1/2 of it. Last but not least, 1/3 cup of sugar. now we're just gonna whisk it up. And now we've whisked it till it's nice and smooth. Okay, now's the fun part. Now we get to put them in our muffin tins. We're gonna fill the muffins 2/3 the way up. We have to make room for that cream cheese topping to go on top. So now I'm just gonna go back through and add some more to the ones that look like they need a little bit more. Okay, next we're gonna take about a tablespoon of the cream cheese mixture and put it on top of each muffin. Good. Okay, now we're gonna take a toothpick and swirl the cream cheese into the pumpkin mixture to make a nice little swirl on top. Okay, now we're gonna put these in the oven at 350 for 20 minutes or until you stick a toothpick in it and it comes out clean. All right, let's get a shot of that pumpkin spice latte. Okay, so our pumpkin spice latte has been brewing for about 20 minutes now. Let's check. Smells so good. All right, we're gonna continue to let this simmer until the muffins are done. All right, timer just went off. Let's check those muffins. All right, muffins are out of the oven. Now they need to cool for 10 minutes before we take them out of the pan. Guys, now the final step was to add some whipped cream, which I did. Got my ready whip here. You can also add some caramel sauce on top. This is already pretty sweet for me, but if you like it really sweet, you can never go wrong with this. Here we go. Let's try it. Oh man, that's so much better than Starbucks. And it's homemade and it's less sweet, like it's not overdoing it with the sugar. This is so good. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed these pumpkin themed treats. If you try any of them at home, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to check out my Fall 2020 playlist for other fall inspired videos, and also my Halloween 2020 playlist. They will both be linked down below. Don't worry, I will get back to my Halloween themed videos here shortly. We are going to a pumpkin patch, I've got to do my trick or treat table, we've got more DIYs, I've got more Halloween treats, I've got a lot more Halloween themed stuff coming your way. So please like this video if you like it, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my future videos. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!